If you're a business owner and every week you're spending hours and hours managing your money, or worse, you're avoiding it altogether, this is a video you have to watch because I'm going to show you how to run your entire business financial system in just 15 minutes a month. Not with spreadsheets, not with a bookkeeper breathing down your neck, with a simple automation system that works for you and not the other way around. And when you set it up the way I'm about to show you today, your money will literally move itself to the right places, whether that's taxes, savings, expenses, and yes, your paycheck, without you having to touch a thing. Imagine logging into your accounts and seeing everything's already been handled exactly the way that you want it. And that's exactly what we're going to build today. Here's the reality. Most business owners, they're just winging it. Money comes in, money goes out, and they think they're doing okay until tax time hits, or they realize that they haven't paid themselves in 3 months, or they get hit with a big expense and realize they've got no buffer. Just don't get me wrong, that's happened to me too in my business. And the worst part is that you often know something's off, but you just keep pushing it to later. Push it to the weekend, push it to next month, and push it maybe to when things slow down. But guess what? That moment never comes. And that's the mistake. And it's costing people thousands of dollars every year, not just on lost revenue, but in stress, in missed opportunities, and in peace of mind. So let's break this down. The average business owner logs into their bank account. You see what's in there and you make a decision in that moment. And here's the thing, that's not a strategy, that's just chaos management. Oftentimes you're reacting to money. You feel stuck in spreadsheets, you're doing manual transfers, or maybe you're crossing your fingers just hoping everything will work out because there's no system. There's no consistency. And you might be making $20,000, $50,000, even $100,000 a month, but you're still feeling broke and still asking, can I afford this? A lot of people are still waking up in the middle of the night thinking about taxes or payroll or bills. And that's because you've never built a system that actually manages your cash flow. It's all gut and guesswork. And you built a business that depends on hustle, but not on structure. So what we want to do is really shift that mindset. And because what we're going to do differently here is we're going to build a system that runs itself like clockwork. And we use a tool called Sequence, and it connects your income sources, your business accounts, and it's based off the rules that you create so that it moves your money automatically. Let's say every time you get paid, you want 30% to go to your taxes. You want 10% to go to an investing account. You want to make sure you're setting aside money for profits. You're setting aside 50% for your operating expenses. And obviously you want to make sure you're getting paid every single time. Well, that's exactly what Sequence does for you. And you can make sure it happens every single time that you get paid. You're not chasing transactions anymore. You're not calculating transfers manually. You're operating like a real CEO and somebody who has their money on a system that works 24/7. And this is exactly how you set it up so that you can control your money. You set up the rules once in Sequence, and Sequence handles the rest. Whether it's 1 deposit or 50 deposits, the rules don't break, they just run. And so let me show you the actual system that we built right here, because it's one thing to say that you can do it in 15 minutes a month, but it's an entirely different thing to actually do it. Here's how you do it. So what we did right here is we added our business accounts. We also created all of the different goals that we had, from taxes to investing, profit, operating expenses, owner's pay, and we synced all of the existing accounts like the 401k, the Roth IRA, the high yield savings account for the business, and all of the different business loans. Because again, it's important to make sure that you're not having to change banks all the time. This is a system that works no matter what bank that you've got, and we can create the rules to make sure that we're sending the money to the right spots. Now, what we do next is we're going to create all of the rules that we want to be automated through our process. And just like this, every single month, we're sending the appropriate amount of money to each bucket. We're sending 30% to taxes, 10% to profit, $7,000 to the operating expenses, $5,000 to the owner's pay, and we're making sure that everything else gets invested either back into the business or into the owner's pocket, because we don't want to have to think about this every single month. What this does is it allows you to define how every single dollar should behave once it hits your account. So now we just let Sequence run, and every single time revenue comes in, the money gets split and automatically routed to the correct buckets. And once a month, this is all you got to do. 15-minute check-in, going to open up the dashboard, going to review your balances, and then obviously make minor adjustments based on your goals if need be. And that's it. No more spreadsheets, no more stress, no more reacting to fires in the business. Your finances start working for you and not against you. And because when you run your business finances this way, everything starts to change. You stop thinking about money in terms of survival, and we can start thinking about it in terms of strategy to grow the business. You know exactly how much you can spend. You know your taxes are covered automatically. You know you're going to pay yourself on time every single time. And you've got cash building in the background so that there's no more tight pinches when money is short. And you get to stop playing defense and start playing offense with your business. And the best part is you don't just feel in control, you actually are in control finally. This is how real entrepreneurs build wealth. This is how they create mental clarity. This isn't just about hustling harder, it's about installing a system that works harder for you and for your business. So it's important to remember that there's two types of business owners: those who hope for stability and that things will work out, and those who literally build it into their business. If you want to run your business like a high-performing founder, if you want to step into control instead of chaos, Sequence is how you do it. So you can click the link below to get 25% off your first month and build a system that runs your finances while you run your business. Because the real flex as a business owner is not just about how much money you make, it's about how effortlessly you can manage it and keep growing it. And with this system, it's only going to take you 15 minutes a month. So let's go.